Are you still struggling to achieve longevity and diffusion in your perfumes? Why? This is the most difficult part when you are making perfumes professionally. You can make something that still smells nice, but it's lacking something. It's lacking this diffusion, it's lacking this longevity on the skin. It's not the same like the perfumes you still buy from the store. So in today's video, I'm gonna address three main reasons you are still struggling to achieve diffusion and longevity while you're making perfumes. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Julian Angelov. I started perfume making 6 years ago, intensively studying everything about perfumes and experimenting almost every single day. After 6 years, I opened my own perfume brand, julianangelov.com, and I have 4 perfumes on the market. So today, I'm gonna help you guys to address the reasons why you're still not making this kind of perfumes that you can sell on the market. And yes, the first and the most common reason why your perfume lasts or diffusion or longevity, it's because, very simply, you don't know your ingredients. So perfume making, it's not just randomly mixing some kind of ingredients, essential oils or aroma chemicals. Perfume making is achieving symbiotic accords or mixing ingredients that together they blend in a perfect harmony. So not knowing your ingredients is the main reason you cannot achieve this kind of diffusion and longevity. And what I mean by that. So there are certain ingredients combined with other ingredients that create this kind of symbiotic, amazing accords. And I made many videos about that. I have a long video about achieving longevity and diffusion. But still, if you still are struggling, those ingredients that you mix together, they exchange powers. For example, it's very difficult for people that make citrus perfumes to last longer. Yes, citrus, they may create diffusion, but to make a citrus to last longer, this is the most difficult part. And here it comes the genius and the art of perfume making. So what's the secret here? The secret is of adding a little bit of what? So I'm gonna review something, guys, that people in the perfume schools study for years. So basically, the first year in a perfume school like ISIPCA, the students are mixing 2 or 3 ingredients together in a certain ratios to obtain an accord. For example, there is a very famous method known from the 60s, Jean Carro's method, which is the great perfumer from the 60s, French perfumer. He discovered that mixing 2 ingredients in a certain ratios may create a symbiotic accord. So he tried with 1 drop from the other, 2 drops from the second. 2 drops from the first, 8 drops from the second, 3 drops, 7 drops, 9 drops, 1 drop. And yes, this kind of experimentation that can last, it can make them entire year discovering which is the ratio. So yes, there is something there that you need to know about the ratio, and not knowing your ingredients is the reason number 1 you're not achieving longevity and diffusion. So yes, this is how the perfumes student learn in the school 1 entire year. Well, I have a shortcut for you guys. You don't need to do so much and spend so much money. You know how much expensive is going to Paris and studying there. I lived in Paris myself. You know, it's very expensive. Besides that, you don't want to lose 3 years studying perfumery like making accords the first entire year. So there is a shortcut here. What is the shortcut? So the shortcut is you smell two ingredients, one with a high odor impact that you smell from high, and one with a low odor impact that you have to put into your nose to smell how it smells. Those are two ingredients with two different odor impacts. So how to know in which ratio you have to mix them in order to obtain symbiotic accord? Well, this is a question of calculations. So the one that smells strong, let's say strong, you can smell it from far, from here. You need to know that or you have to dilute it a little bit, or you have to put, just a little bit. And the contrary, the one that doesn't smell strong, you smell it very closely like this, it means it has a very low odor impact, so you have to put more of this one in order to balance them together. This is the shortcut if you don't want to lose time to mix and make experimentation. So two different odor impacts, and now you know how to balance them in order to put an accord. So this was the reason number one. And let's pretend that you already have longevity, but you're lacking diffusion. What's the reason? So two options here. Reason number one, you are missing top notes. Reason number two, you put too much of base note and musks. So when you put too much of musks are heavy molecules, they are base notes, they suffocate and they flatten the fragrance. So this is reason number two. You have put in your mixture too much of a base notes or too much of musks. And here it comes the most interesting part. So as I told you before, it doesn't need to spend 3 years of perfume studying or chemistry studying or spending like fortune to learn how to make professionally perfumes. There is such a short way, and this is a secret in the perfumery, but you still have to know your perfume ingredients. This is mandatory. I have discovered how to achieve longevity and diffusion on the same time, and I'm gonna tell you how. Very simply, perfumes are constructed by accords. Back on the time, beginning of the 19th century, where the grand perfumers were still creating their perfumes, like Edmund Rudnitska, Jean Carle, and many others. So they established certain accords that work. So we don't know why they work still, but we know that they work, and actually why they work, it's not our business. They simply work. So why you cannot achieve diffusion and longevity and make your perfume to smell exactly even better from the one that you buy from the store? It's because you don't know these 4 simple accords that were discovered from the great perfumers, and they still 99% of all the perfumes, professionally designer perfumes in the market, are using those accords with some alteration or variations, and everything they know to use helps them to make professionally smelling perfumes. So those are 4 fundamental perfume accords that, if you know them, you can create every kind of perfume that lasts longer and smells amazingly. First, accord number 1, it's concerning citruses and fresh top smelling notes. Yes, if you know this accord, you're gonna make citruses, fresh top notes to last longer. Second one, it's the accord that it's mainly in the Oriental and Ambery perfumes. You have two different accords there. And the fourth accord is the accord that combines four simple aroma chemicals that makes everything to go to the, maximum of diffusion and maximum of longevity. They create a bomb that if you put these four ingredients together in your mixture, you're gonna have like explosion of diffusion and longevity. And if you wanna really learn about perfumery in a professional manner, I decided to give private tutorials about how to achieve this kind of professional smell with longevity and diffusion, combining those four. I have even fifth accord, the one that is used in Eau Sauvage of Dior, and I'm gonna teach you five accords that you can create every kind of smell you want, and you're gonna make your perfumes to last absolutely more than 10 hours. So if you want to have a private one-to-one tutorial course, book me, go in the description. I'm going to put my email. I'm organizing 3 hours intensive course, 3 years and 3 hours. You see the difference? Intensive. So you don't need more than 3 hours to learn about making perfumes professionally. So yes, if you still want to learn, go and have a private session with me. I'm going to teach you for 3 hours how to achieve everything you need to know in perfume makings, in all the secrets that nobody's gonna tell you. Thank you for staying until the end. Have a great day and let's smell wonderfully amazing. Julian Angelov, see you soon.